Hello everyone, Tommy J here, and today we're going to be taking on the final challenge of the Witchwood adventure, Battle of the Witchwood with Hagatha. So, this video is going to be me doing the entire fight. It is live commentary, but I would definitely consider it to be a guide, because I'm going to go through the decisions I would 100% make, and since there is no deck building, there's going to be a lot less RNG than usual when it comes to how we go about this fight. So, first up, these two spells are two spells that you 100% want. I'll explain why in a little bit. But pretty much, if you get the option for Call of the Wild in your opening hand, keep it. Definitely want it. So, as far as passives go, I would say First Aid Kit is by far the best of these. If you feel like starting with Crystal Gem, I'm sure that could work as well. But First Aid Kit just leaves a little more room for RNG to screw you a bit, effectively. So I'm going to pick that, going to end turn. As far as what order to play Toki and Darius Crowley goes, you can play either of them next and then the next one after, but you want to play Tess Greymane last. No matter what, she is your final hero. If you want to finish this fight easily, that is. I'm sure it's very possible to finish with one of these two, but yeah, Tess Greymane. So, this is timed, well, not timed out, but this is working out pretty nicely. I'm going to go with Toki right now. It's going to kill out the Nightmare. Kill the Nightmare amalgam. Anyway, as far as passives go for Toki, Double Time is definitely what you want. The other two, they just don't really synergize that well. I'm sure you could pick Robes of the Magi and get some strong spell going, but Double Time is just far more consistent, I've found. So I've done this fight 6 times, won 5 times. I would say the loss was definitely due to bad RNG. And I have used Darius first, so yeah. It's all possible. All possible. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is flanking strike on this Twilight Drake. I have 9 cards in hand. Doesn't really matter if we get card capped, but we do want to drop some cards. Let's try it once more. One good thing about Toki, terrible luck isn't that bad for us. Unless we get unlucky again, you know. Damn. Ah well, we'll stick with it. I guess we have to, don't we? No choice. So, now we can swap to Darius if we want. And with the cards we have, I see no reason not to. Let's jump on over to Darius. So Darius will summon his cannon and we get to pick some new passives. To be honest, I think all 3 of these passives are alright. For this strategy though, Entrenchment I think is the one you want. Tactical Reinforcements could technically work if it works with Tess Greymane's hero power, Scavenge. If it doesn't, do not go it. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if that does work, if you've tried it out, because yeah, that would be good information. But either way, I would still go Entrenchment. We'll end turn. Next turn, turn 6, what I'm thinking is we either drop our Savannah Highmane, we Animal Companion, or we could Lost Tall Strider and Fire. Definitely feeling the Animal Companion though. Yep, Animal Companion it is. And let's just Crackling Razor more. So as you can see, Toki the Time Tinkerer's ability still sticks around. So I'll make that one poisonous, kill off the Twilight Drake. We will kill off the Face Collector as well. Now, if you haven't drawn a Call of the Wild by this point, or even earlier, what you can do is avoid playing the next hero, because when you play the hero, it adds cards from their deck into your deck, effectively, into your overall deck. So you can just sit there on the first hero, on Houndmaster Straw, his name is, until you draw it, because he only has 9 cards or something. So yeah, and since it is one of his cards, you can sit there and guarantee, but it will make catching up a little harder, although you do have those hero powers, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's Arcane Missiles off this Sludge Belcher. Hopefully we kill it. It will cast twice. So one thing to remember with all of these spells casting twice is if you use something that's targeted, it can target your own minions, it can target your face. For example, if you were to Pyroblast, it could hit, say, like obviously you pick the first target, so let's say her face, and then the second one could hit that, could hit this, could hit my face, could hit her face. So it's a bit more risky, but if you're using something like Call of the Wild, it's not quite as risky. So let's try and think back. Has she played any taunts? Normally this comes out after the Lich King, which it hasn't this time. Awesome. But I'm thinking about whether we want to drop Tess. I sort of do. So I might just go for the face hit. We'll drop Tess. Both of these will die. And whatever taunts she's played will appear. As far as Tess's passives go, Cold to the Wolf, Sticky Fingers, and Cloak of Invisibility. I think Cloak of Invisibility is a trap. Absolutely, I think it makes this fight so much harder because you can't get taunts on the board. And while you can kill her, she's 100 health. So if she plays a couple of big things, you can't really stop them without trading, and then, yeah, it just goes all downhill from there. So personally, I think Cult of the Wolf is the best, followed by Sticky Fingers. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Cult of the Wolf. Alakir, that was what was played, and there's a Witchwood Grizzly as well. So not too bad. I'll take a little bit of a hit, but I'm going to get to double Call of the Wild next turn, which is great. Ooh, double Alakir. So I'm going to be taking 9 face damage. It's all just hitting armor. So as you can see, the first aid kit, not even healing me yet because I just have that much health. Because every time you transition, you get a little bit of armor. So, that looks pretty good, hey? Double Call of the Wild. And the plan is that we use this every single turn. We have 2 opportunities to get it. Obviously, if you don't get it on the first, you can't play it that turn, but yeah. What are you giving taunt to? To that? Okay. Alright, well, we may as well have a scavenge. Can we get a Call of the Wild? Yes, we can. So let's kill this. We'll kill him. We will Call of the Wild, and there we go. So it summons in the same order every time, with the taunt being last. Try and keep that in mind. So if I'd needed 2 taunts then, I would have had to kill off one of my Leox before actually killing off the other minion I used. What was it? Huffer. Volcano, not a big deal. There is so much health here, and that is one reason Entrenchment and First Aid are so good. So this is just going to heal up. She's not actually going to be able to get through that for a fair few turns. Okay. Well, I don't actually have anything I can play. Not really. So let's get a Call of the Wild. I'm going to Eaglehorn Bow. And another Call of the Wild. Perfect. So this is sort of what you want to do. And to be honest, this is it going fairly well. I think my longest kill of her was, I want to say 29 minutes or so. Amalgamate is one issue that can arise, but we should be fine. Yeah, so my longest kill of her was about that long. But, yeah, it's off the top of my head. Most of them are around 15 to 20. Alright, we'll Call of the Wild. We know exactly what's coming. It's entirely predictable. We will go hit, hit, hit. I'm going to do this once more. Reincarnate, Flanking Strike. Wonder what happens if you reincarnate that. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. So she's going to have a very hard time dealing with this. It is entirely possible she will give an Amalgamation Wind Fury, which is exactly what happened the one time she's beaten me. I didn't have a Call of the Wild that game as well, so I think things have to go a little bit wrong. I'm just going to reincarnate this to check what happens to it. Okay. So it does come back as its full thing. Poor Leok, as I said before, the targeted spells targeting whatever they want the second time, but yeah. So yes, that right there is Hagatha the Witch. Personally, I think this is the easiest way to go about it. It's definitely not the only way to go about it. I mean, there's probably tons of ways you can do it. Like, I'm sure you can even get some jade from her shaman and from her shaman spells and yeah, do it that way. But yes, this will also work. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to favorite, like, and or subscribe. If you want to see more Witchwood content or more Hearthstone content, it will be around my channel. I do have my videos of completing the hunt as my 4 brave monster hunters. And yeah, I hope this has helped you out or at least brought you a little bit of entertainment. Anyway guys, thank you very much once again for watching. This has been Tommy J with Battle of the Witchwood, the final challenge against Hagatha. Have a good one.